Hey there everyone, Steve Gonzer, physical therapist. Let me fix this camera because it's off. Want to show you something really cool because I just got done treating patients today and this happened and I know it can help you as well. So patient comes in, been dealing with injuries consistently over and over and over again in the same spot and different spots, but just can't break the injury cycle. And I see this quite often, kind of a downward slope for people, or people who are trying to get over something, but they're trying to jam their training in because they got a race coming up, and they just get stuck in this cycle where they get hurt, they say, I'm gonna take a couple weeks off or a week off or a couple days, and then they start running again and they get hurt again, so it's injury, rest, injury, rest, injury, rest. And it's very frustrating. So I want to show you why you can't just rest your injuries, which is great because a lot of you are probably complaining that I tell you to stop running, but you don't need to strictly rest your injuries. I'll talk about this again probably this weekend, depending on how the holiday shakes out, about how do you handle this, but explain it a little bit more in detail. But if you want to learn more about this, go to tryrunsmart.com, and if you're struggling with injuries or looking for better strength to help you with what I'm about to talk about, you go to tryrunsmart.com, check it out. We have more information there, and you're looking for my injury management seminar and basics boot camp. That's what you're looking for. So here's what I want you to know. I'm a super simple guy, and I'm gonna be really simple with you guys as well. Hopefully my markers are gonna be okay, and let me show this. I'm missing my favorite black marker. I don't know what it is. I think my kids stole it. But just imagine you're looking at the back of somebody, and this is their pelvis, so they have this would be their left butt over here, this would be their right butt cheek over here, their knees, and their foot and ankle. So imagine for a second that you have right-sided knee pain. Now this could be right knee pain, it could be right ankle pain, right hip pain, whatever it is. Here's what I need you to know about injuries, is that when something hurts, it's rarely the fault of the area that hurts. So if your knee hurts, you can be pretty damn sure that it's not the knee's fault. It's actually typically like the hip's fault, or the core's fault, or the ankle's fault. So when you're looking at knee issues, don't think, oh, what the hell's wrong with my knee? You're gonna think, what's going on? Why is my knee hurting? Because it's doing too much work probably for some other area. So imagine for a second, your right knee hurts, and you say, okay, it needs a break. But what's causing your knee to hurt, which is pretty common, is the glute muscles up in your backside. So this glute is not strong enough to carry its load, so the knee is working overtime and it gets hurt because it's doing too much, right? So what happens? You say, okay, I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna take some time off. I'm gonna let this be. And then you come back and say, it's time to run again. But you never address this hip strength or this hip weakness, so you start running again. What happens? I'm guessing you can, I know you can guess it. Your knee starts hurting again because it wasn't the knee's fault to begin with. The knee was just trying to do what you asked it to do and be a good friend and get you running. But the hip is the bad friend. It's the one telling the knee to do more work and it can't. So if you just rest this thing, say, okay, it's ready to run again, but you never address the hip strength, the knee pain comes right back. So when you're looking at your down cycle, and again, if you want more on this, go to tryrunsmart.com. There's a whole page there. You're looking for my injury management seminar and my basics boot camp, which is the strength workouts I use. You're gonna want to address this in your time off. If you're gonna rest anyways, there's a couple things you wanna focus on. You should always just start going hard at your core strength, hard at your glute strength, because while it's not a cure-all, it's the best place to start for any injury. Now you can certainly go see your doc and a physical therapist who can really dial it in for you, but if you need, like, I don't know where to start, Steve, just go to your glutes, go to your core, because it doesn't matter if it's your knee or if it's your foot. If you just go to the glutes, it's the best starting point for anybody. You can't just rest these things because that's where the cycle comes from. The part that hurts is rarely has an issue. It's the issues, the parts around it have the issues. Your ankle hurts, it's not the ankle's fault likely. It's likely the knee's fault or the hip's fault. If your knee hurts, it's not likely your knee's fault. It's likely your ankle's fault or your hip's fault. So go to these other areas when you're having your downtime. In the meantime, what you want to do is you want to make sure you keep your fitness nice and high, right? Because nothing's worse than getting used to that runner's high and completely going dark on it all and just going into this mental breakdown where you're not sweating, you feel large and in charge, and you just don't have the energy you want. You kind of get that angst, that anxiousness because you're not exercising. Now I know you want to be running, but just go out, and a lot of times you can cycle, you can swim, you can row. Just try to find a way to sweat so you can calm that mental side, and then go hard after your core, go hard after your glutes, and don't just say you're taking 2 weeks off. I see a lot of runners do this. They take time off, they go back to it, they never address the true cause, and then they're just waiting for it to come back. Go after your glutes, go after your core. It is the best place to start. If you want our help, check out the injury management seminar that I have on the site as well, if you're injured, as well as the Basics Bootcamp, which is a strength program that can help you with this, strengthening your glutes, strengthening your core. You can check it all out at tryrunsmart.com. And I hope this helps you, and I hope it, if anything, stops you from just strictly resting and end up just coming back and still being hurt. All right, hope everyone has a great day. I got to go out and get a run in myself, and I'll be back this weekend to talk a little bit more about injuries and just kind of overarching concepts that get a lot of runners frustrated and continually hurt. All right, bye guys, have a great day.